So for tonight, I'm going to take a few minutes. We're going to put together a gourmet grilled cheese. And how we're going to do this is I'm going to mix a few things together. And once you get this together, you could bring this in bike packing or backpacking, as long as you can keep that cheese cool. And you could probably do that in one of those double insulated wall podium water bottles. That's what I use. I throw a little ice in the bottom, put this in a Ziploc bag, and then put it in there so I can haul it in. So we're going to start this out. You're going to need a sharp cheddar, and you want to look for something that's 12 months or under. Anything over 12 months, the cheese gets a little brittle. There's not enough moisture in it. So we're going to use 3 to 3.5 ounces of a sharp cheddar. Any sharp cheddar should work. You're going to use a brie cheese, and I'm going to use 1 ounce of brie, and then I'm going to use a shallot, and we're going to mix these three together. The shallot you're going to chop up into mince. You're going to mince that shallot, and then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vermouth. And if you don't have vermouth, you could probably try a little Chardonnay if you needed to. And then to mix, to put on the bread, we're going to use butter, and we're going to use a Dijon mustard. And so this one has got a little Chardonnay in. And if you have Dijon mustard and you got a little Chardonnay sitting around, you could probably mix those together if you don't find this type of Dijon mustard with Chardonnay. So I'm going to take a few minutes, put this all together, and make a gourmet grilled cheese tonight. All right, all done. There it is, gourmet grilled cheese. Real simple and pretty quick to put together in the backcountry. So. All right, so breakfast is ready. Sausage, egg, and cheese, potatoes, tomatoes, green onions, and I threw in some jalapeno peppers. Antelope. Hi, just taking another break, out for a ride. Another day, another ride as usual. Switched out bikes, stripped everything down to where I think what I needed, and just doing some long rides today. Packed in 5 liters of water, and I got a backpack with a bivy, 20-degree sleeping bag on me, so if I can't make it back, I can at least sleep for a few hours. I'm trying different lights as usual, just trying stuff out, so I'm getting close to I think what I like. Lights are a fascinating thing when you start digging into them. There's prices are all over the place, but I've always been a night rider fan, and they've done me well over the years. You know, for example, this one here, this 950 Boost, I've had that like 8 years. I've got 2 of them and they still work, so I'm trying this. I've got 2 of these I can swap out, and this is another night rider. This is the Max 2500, and when they say 2500, it's really, I think it's 2500 for like 45 minutes. I always look at the second number, so the second number down is, you know, I guess you call that high or medium, but it's 1800. So 1800 for an hour and a half is really out here on the roads. There's no extra light, so it's just pitch black. So 1800 sufficient. So that's kind of what I'm going off, hour and a half. And then I've got a couple of these for backups. And yeah, so far, not too bad. At some point, like I said, I'll get that dyno hub put on, built some wheels built with the dyno hub and put a light on. The only thing I've been kind of holding off on is I got to figure out, I like a light right above the wheel, and there's no hole for here. You know, when they got rid of cantilever rim brakes, these companies got rid of that hole, which I don't know why. So yeah, like this is a light speed fork, for example. This is called their Adventure fork. It's got, you know, 3 mounting holes to put water bottles or extra accessories on. It's got fender mounts at the bottom and a fender hole in the back, but I don't understand these companies. It's like they never use their products. So they should have left that hole. So I got to figure out either a new fork or some creative way to try to get that light. And I know a lot of people like running the lights up here, but I try to keep the bars a little more cleaner when I've got everything set up. So yeah, I'll figure something out at some point. But yeah, just enjoying the ride out here. So we'll see where I end up today. Oh my gosh. Grade the road, man. It's ridiculous. All right, so I've come to a decision. I'm going to pass on this loop. A couple reasons. Like I said, I brought in just about 5 liters of water. There's no water out here at all. I haven't passed anything at all. And so Black Ridge Lookout, it's top of a mountain, of course. There's probably about 1 mile to 2 miles of heavy climbing. It's a deactivated lookout. It's like kind of like a, I don't know, cell phone, internet, dishes are all tied up to it. It's kind of weird looking, but and so that's 12 miles that way, and then it would be 20 miles to loop back to the van, so that's 32 miles. I do have a sleeping bag and a bivvy, but I'd feel more comfortable it's bringing in 7 liters of water. And so, yeah, I'm going to pass on this. If I was younger, probably 20s and 30s, I'd probably go ahead and push it. But, as you get older, you realize that, hey, don't take the chance. So, yeah, I'll do this in the springtime. I'll probably plan this out a little bit better and probably end up actually camping over there. I'll do a loop and camp and then head back. And so, yeah, that's about it. It's and I'm running out of sunlight, which is not a big deal. I've got enough light, so I could probably push it. I mean, it's one of those things. If I really had to do this ride, I would do it. But like I said, I feel safer with 2 more liters of water. And but other than that, I mean, it's been an amazing day so far out here. The road has been on and off. Really, it's got a lot of washboard to it. It's just beating me up. But I enjoy the color changes. So sometimes it's got a gray color, depending on what rock they dropped, of course. So sometimes it's a gray color, sometimes it's red. I've been riding in this lava rock. It's kind of a reddish, kind of purplish color, depending on the light. This has been pretty cool. And then sometimes the roads out here go to this orangey red, and then sometimes with the needles falling from the trees, you get a little bit of a yellow to it. So yeah, it's been a good day riding so far. So yeah, I'll mark this out on the map and plan for this one in the springtime, and probably do at least on that loop. I'll figure out a place to go camp at least one night out there, and then probably ride up to the ridge and then loop back. So all right, I'll take a few more minutes and then pack up and start riding. Through those trees, there's a butte. It's called a butte. There's no name on it. Kind of see it. A lot of trees out here. It covers everything. So there's like a creek, dry creek that runs through along the fence over, and it runs across the road. So I think in the springtime, I'll come out early. There should be water out here. So I think in the springtime, you're going to get spots where there's runoff coming down, right? Seasonal creeks. But there's tons and tons of range cattle, so you're still going to have to filter it. So yeah, I'll mark this down on the map. I'm just relaxing. I'm waiting for my food to finish. Got about another hour. I'm doing a slow cook tonight. I brought out the old crock pot. It's a 12-volt crock pot. It's a small one. It's like, you can probably get maybe 2 meals out of this one. So yeah, I think I got like, I'll check it, maybe another hour, I think. And tonight it's real simple. It's just chicken, potatoes, carrots, and celery. Yep, it's all ready. All right, so dinner is all done. Slow cook in a crock pot. Got chicken, potatoes, carrots, celery, threw in some green onions. That's dinner. Well, I guess that's it. I'll see you in the next one.